Hello, welcome to mathematics session, a continuation from the previous video where we talked about multiplication of integers and briefly division. I'll do a recap quickly so that you see what we talked about on division. I was saying that when you are dividing. When you are dividing, okay, a proper fraction in its lowest term, what do? You have to write your fraction in this form, which is a over b, meaning if you have a, you divide by b, you are going to write in this form. So the first number or letter here is the numerator. A numerator is the number you see on top of a fraction. Then this becomes your denominator. The denominator is the number you see below each fraction. So let us look at examples. So the first example was negative 1 divided by 15. So negative 1 you divide by 15. So if you look at this, the first number is smaller and it's in the lowest term. There is no number that can go into 1 without leaving a remainder apart from 1 itself. So you have to write now this fraction in the form a over b. Okay, so meaning the first number here will be on top. This is negative. This is negative 1 divided by negative 15. So this one will be negative 15. So once you have this, what do? You have to show the examiner that you know mathematics. Negative divided by negative, this negative will cancel, this negative will cancel, so it will be 1 over 15 as your answer, because we know that negative divide by negative will have a positive result, which is positive here. Okay, positive divide by positive, you have a positive result, which is a positive result here. Negative, you divide by positive, it will result in negative. Positive divided by negative, it will result in negative. So this is the issue. So we continue with the other examples. So we look at this. So here the first number is smaller, the second number is bigger, okay, as a numeral, as an absolute value, but as the integer, as negative 10 is smaller. So the first number, so you write in the form, you write your fraction in the form a over b, so meaning negative 2 over negative 10. So when you reach this stage, you have to ensure that the fraction is in its lowest term. So here we have even number 2 and 5. So 2 can go into itself. So 2 into itself is equal to 1. 2 into 10, that is 5. Negative divided by negative positive. So this is 1 over 5. We have this. So here we write negative 3 over 12. So what do? Here we know that 3 can go into this and itself. So 3 into 3, that is 1. 3 into 12, that is 4. Then we have a positive and a negative. So different signs, the answer will be negative. So you write your negative in the middle. Okay, this is the line for division in the middle here. Okay, so this is the answer. We look at this. So this one is what? Negative 100 over positive 25. So we know that this 25 can go into 100. How many times? 4 times. You ask yourself a question. Are they different? Are they having different signs? Yes, different signs will result in what? Negative. So when you divide negative 100 divided by positive 25, the answer will have negative sign, because, okay, the rule states that when you divide two numbers of different signs, the answer will result in having a negative number. So this is the issue. Then negative 10, then you say over 2. This is positive Okay, so when you have a number without a negative like this, it is considered positive number. The time that you consider a negative number is when you see actually the negative number there. So in this case, this is 2 into 5 into 10, that is 5. Then negative divided by positive, negative divided by positive, the answer will pick the negative there, so negative 5. Okay, so this is what it is. So pause the video. If you have questions, please send me a message on WhatsApp so that we clarify the point. So let us look at now how you can multiply, how you can multiply multiplication of more than two numbers. So work in pairs from left to right, keeping in mind the rules for multiplication. Drop down numbers or letters not yet multiplied against the result of the pair being multiplied. The third one, list of even numbers with negatives result in positive. I'll show you what this means. A list of even numbers. So when you count the numbers, okay, they are negative and they are even. They are even. That the result after multiplying is positive. A list of odd numbers with negatives always result in negative answer. So let us see how we can apply the rules that I've talked about. So number one, so what it is that we have more than two numbers here. So you work out from left to right in pairs. So in pairs, I mean I will first start work with this. So I can do even like this. I'll work with this. So negative times positive. So we do this so that you properly apply the rules for multiplication, where negative times negative, positive, negative times positive, that is negative. So in this case, we say 2 times 2, that is 4. The numbers, the two numbers, they have negative, so, and we are multiplying, so it's positive. So this is positive 4. Now what you do, you bring down this sign times, you also bring down this, okay, negative 1. You also bring down this and this times negative 3. So we had initially 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Now we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the next thing, I'll work with a pair. So I'll put brackets also like this. Okay, so this times this, positive times negative is negative. So this will change to negative 4. Okay, so the result of this is this negative 4. Then I'll bring down my multiplication and I'll bring down this negative 3. Okay, so the next thing that I'll do is negative times negative, positive, same signs. Okay, positive. So it will be 4 times 3, that is 12, which is positive. So this is the answer. So this is what I mean, work in pairs from left to right, keeping in mind the rules for multiplication. I've always kept it in mind, because when I saw that this times this is I'm multiplying numbers with same sign, the result is positive. I found positive 4. I brought down, so drop down numbers or letters not yet multiply. So I brought down this, I brought down this, and brought down this. Again here I multiplied, I brought down this, and I brought down the final answer, and then final answer like this. This led the final number here, and I multiplied to get the final answer. Similarly, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. When we say a list of even numbers resulting with negative, result in what? Positive. So if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 in a list. So is 4, therefore 1, 2, 3, 4. They are all negative. Okay, don't count positive numbers. So negatives, they are all negatives. 4 is an even number. So my answer will result in positive. That's why this 12 is positive. If you count this 1, 2, 3, 3 is an odd number. 3 is an odd number. So my answer for an odd number will result in a negative answer. So I can even put in advance negative here, because I know that these 1, 2, 3, all of them having negatives, and they are giving me an odd number. So my answer will be negative. So let us prove. So what do? You put brackets this one, you work in pairs from left to right. So negative times negative, that is positive. 3 times 1, that is 3, positive this. Then I'll bring down this, I put there. I also bring down this 4, which is negative 4, like this. So the next, now there's no need of putting brackets because now we have two numbers. So positive times negative is negative, is the negative that I've put here. So this time this is what? 3 times 4, that is negative 12. That's why this is negative 12. We come to this. So when you have positive numbers and the negatives, again, when you want to apply the rule of odd numbers and even numbers, just focus on only those numbers that have negative, this one and this one. How many are they coming into this list? There are 2. So 2 is an even number, so my answer will be positive finally. So let us work on this. So you put there brackets. So positive times the negative is negative. 4 times 2, that is 8. I bring down multiplication, then I bring down 5, I bring down negative 1. Again, what I do, I will put brackets like this. Negative times positive is negative. This time this, that is 40, okay, times the negative 1, I bring down. So negative times negative, finally the answer is what? Positive 40. So this is the answer. So that's why I said this, we are having 1, 2 negative numbers and 2 is an even number, so my answer will have positive. I come on the last one. So how many negative numbers do I have? 1, 2, 3. So I know that my answer will be negative. So I work in pairs from left to right. So this time this is positive. 2 times 4, that is 8. 2 times 4, 8. I bring down 5 here, which is positive. I bring down negative 1 in steps. The next one is this one and this one. I'm working from left to right. This time this, that is 40. This is positive and this is positive. So the result is positive times the negative 1. So I've got different signs here, multiplying numbers with different signs. So 40 times negative 1, negative, which is negative 40. That's why this is what? Negative 40. So you can predict the sign of your answer by just following these two rules. A list of even numbers with negatives, don't consider those without negatives, result in positive. And a list of odd numbers with negatives always result in what? Negative answer. So your answer will bear a negative. So thank you so much for your attention. Please make sure that you pause the video, you use the same examples, okay? You pause the video, you copy the same examples, and you try to practice on your own. Thank you so much for your attention.